Listen well, my child, and do not let this story pass through one ear and fly away from the other. This is not a tale for laughter. It is the memory of a people who once lived where the hills now breathe. Many, many seasons ago, before men built churches on every hilltop, there was a place called Abumo Ishiat, the village beneath the stones. It was said to lie deep under the roots of the forest, a hidden world of people who were small like children but spoke with voices older than thunder. They were called Ndaito Ishiat, the children of the stone. Some said they were born when the earth first opened its mouth to swallow the proud. Others said they were the spirits of children who had died too soon, returned to finish the years they had missed. Whatever they were, they feared the sun. For the sun burned their skin and made their eyes bleed. So they came out only at night, when the moon poured silver milk across the ground. Then they walked, farming, fishing, carving tiny things that glowed like fireflies. They sang quietly as they walked, songs no human tongue could repeat without trembling. Their law was simple: let no tall one see us, or the balance will break. For a long time, peace covered them like morning mist. The tall people of the upper lands had only heard stories, footsteps that stopped suddenly, laughter from no mouth, footprints too small for any child. And the elders would say, "Do not follow those sounds, my child. Those are the Ndaito Ishiat playing." But pride, my child, is a sickness that grows even in good hearts. One dry season, a hunter named Ekanam rose before dawn. He had heard the stories and said to himself, "If these little people are real, I will see them with my own eyes. Let fear kill others, I will find truth." He followed the forest path past the last stream, past the rocks where no bird sings. There, he saw it, faint lights moving like stars upon the earth. He crept closer and found a village, round huts half buried in red soil, smoke rising from holes, and tiny people dancing in a circle, holding hands, singing words that tasted like old rain. Ekanam gasped. The smallest of them looked up, eyes black as night, skin shining with moonlight. The music stopped. Then their leader, an old dwarf woman with white hair down to her knees, walked to him and said softly, "Tall one, you have broken the silence of our mothers. What you see tonight will never leave you. But it will not be your eyes that pay, it will be your heart." Ekanam tried to speak, but the air grew heavy. The little people faded into the ground like mist. When he returned home, the whole village rejoiced. They called him brave. They asked, "What did you see?" But Ekanam did not answer. He only smiled too wide, and his eyes never blinked long enough. That night, his wife woke to the sound of small laughter behind the walls. She lit her lamp, no one was there. But footprints, tiny, red, and wet, circled their bed. By morning, the wife could no longer stand straight. Her back bent. Her fingers shrunk. Her voice became a whisper. Ekanam wept and ran to the shrine, begging the gods for mercy. But the priest only shook his head. "You brought their eyes into our world," he said. "Now their world will take what it needs." Within 7 days, those who mocked the dwarfs began to change, slowly, painfully. Some woke shorter than before. Some began hearing songs beneath the ground. Some vanished in their sleep. So the people of Ekanam's village gathered their things and fled. They burned their huts and prayed the Ndaito Ishiat would remain buried under the hills. And for many generations, no one spoke of them again. But time, my child, forgets what fear once taught. As the world grew, and men built cities and lights drowned out the stars, the dwarfs returned, not from the forest this time, but from within men themselves. The elders say that every child born small and strong, every soul that feels unseen but filled with strange wisdom, carries a drop of the Ndaito Ishiat's blood. They are not curses. They are reminders that we, the tall ones, once chased kindness into the ground. That is why, my child, when you see a dwarf today, do not laugh. Do not mock. Look into their eyes. You will see the patience of the earth. The same earth that hid them when men became proud. For the Ndaito Ishiat did not disappear. They only changed shape, walking among us, quietly watching, waiting to see if we have learned humility at last. And when you walk near the old hills of Abumo Ishiat, and the wind hums through the stones, listen closely. You might hear their voices still, not crying, not angry, only singing softly, as if forgiving us for the fear we never understood.